Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another Top 10 Collections Showcase. Of course, from the title, you'll know that this is my game used video. I'll tell you, I have a lot of Hank Greenberg game used cards, and it was really difficult to narrow down 10 of the best, and then even from the 10 best, consolidate into from 10 to 1. I think everyone sort of knows what number 1 will be. That shouldn't be a surprise if you're familiar with my videos, but always happy to show this card again. But before I start, I'm going to go through some honorable mentions, actually. This may be the only video I actually have honorable mentions. And I'll go through them very quickly. This is a 2001, what the heck is this? Fleer Genuine. Greenberg, this is one of the first back cards he had, number to 50. This is from 2014 Classics. This Greenberg, number to 5. This is also from 2014 Classics with Geringer, number to 5. So even these cards low numbered still couldn't make the cut. 2002 Sweet Spot Classics, short printed to 25. You know, it was just really tough to make some of these calls. This one was a gift from Mr. Shane. I'm sorry, Michael, it didn't make it in. I do love this card, though, and I saved your note on the back. This is from 2002 Tribute, I think. Really rare card that he gave to me for my birthday. Another one from 2014 Classics, number to 5. And the last one here is from 2012 Panini National Treasures. This is with Joe Medwick and Jimmy Fox, and the Fox is a glove down there. That's number to 10. And still not in the top 10, all of those cards. So I thought I just needed to show them so you guys could see sort of the difficult choices I had working with here. But now here's the actual countdown. Number 10, this for a long time was my favorite game use card. This is from a set that a lot of you, I'm sure, will recognize. 2006 Triple Threads. This is Greenberg's first time in Triple Threads. This card is numbered to 18, and the camera here doesn't do it justice, but there's a lot of refractorness on this card. He also has a Detroit, like the DET stencil there. This is the Hall of Fame one, as you can see. This is just like such a nice design. I think Triple Threads kind of went a little over the top with some of the stencils and stuff that they used, and like funny limericks or like funny sayings or nicknames of players. They kind of went a little extra, but I just like it super clean and classic. Number 9 is an awesome card and super rare. This is from 2002 Fleer Platinum, a set that I would say no good cards could possibly come out of. But this is a Greenberg and Jimmy Fox. Oh, bad weird scan there. Greenberg Jimmy Fox dual bat. This is numbered to 25. This card is really hard to come by. I think at the time that I purchased this, this is probably now a few years old. I had only really seen 2 or 3 come on eBay in my time looking. So it's just really a toughie, and I think the design's pretty cool, I have to say. So yeah, this is number 9, and still a pretty fantastic card. I think throughout this whole video you'll see a theme that when Greenberg is with other players, it just makes for great cards. It's hard for him to sort of do it on his own because he only has back cards, but when he has cards with other players, as with our 9th example here, and with other examples that you'll see in this video, it really makes for a pretty fantastic card. Moving to number 8, this was a really tough card for me to find. This is from, I think, 2002 Fleer Fall Classic. He's got a few in this set. This is the only one that he and Jackie both have material. It's a Jackie Robinson pant, by the way. This is short printed to 50, but not numbered. And this is just a really tough card. You'll see another one in this set come later in the video that I'll explain a little bit about too. But this card is just really tough to find, and I'm happy to have it. You know, Greenberg and Jackie had a connection back when Jackie Robinson broke into the big leagues, and I think this is a really important card to have in my collection. The next one is increasingly rare. This is from some of these sets are just bring back so many memories. From 2004 Fleer EX. This is a dual back card. You'll see a little bit of damage. It's probably why I was only able to get this card for like $59, $60. Like one like right here, like a crease in the window. But I don't mind. This is only numbered to 22, and I'm not sure what's on the back here. Whatever. But there's also a triple with Hack Wilson and Babe Ruth with Greenberg, and I think Michael actually has the card, if I can remember correctly. And it's just like these are really tough. Like the older Fleer bat cards that he has are super rare. I'm not sure what happened to them. There's even in the Beckett checklist, there are 2 cards that Fleer produced back in like the early 2000s that I have never ever seen, and they're numbered to like 150 and numbered to 300. So if they are out there, I have no idea where they would be, because I have never ever in my life seen them. This is a card that I bought on my 21st birthday while I was hungover at a card show. This is from what year is this? 2007 Upper Deck Premier Baseball. I was really fortunate to find this at that card show. This was one that was at like one of those CSA shows that they travel around the East Coast a little bit to like Philadelphia and New Jersey and Virginia. Your eyes are not deceiving you there. The Gehrig in the middle has a pinstripe, which I think is super amazing. This one's numbered to 50. There are also some numbered to 25, numbered to 10, and probably numbered to 1. But I'm just really fortunate to even have this card. And I think Upper Deck did it right with Premier. I remember watching a bunch of YouTube videos back in the day, sort of when I first discovered that watching people open baseball card packs on YouTube was a thing. And Upper Deck Premier is one of my favorite products to watch. And just really fortunate to have this card. I've got a few other Greenberg bats from like Premier, I think probably from 2008 Premier, but they didn't make the cut here, as you could see. This is a more recent pickup that I've gotten. 2016 Panini National Treasures. This is a quad with Gehrig, Greenberg, Arky Vaughan, and Joe D. And on the Joe DiMaggio, as you can see, nice little pinstripe. This one's numbered to 25. And strangely enough, the version that's numbered to 10 of this card, the DiMaggio swatch has been a bat instead of a jersey, which I kind of find a little bit backwards, but I won't complain. I think this card is really amazing, and the fact that it has both Gehrig and Joe DiMaggio on it, to me, take the cake. Arky Vaughan was a great player, and of course Greenberg is the reason why I have the card. But even to have, you know, you've already seen a Lou Gehrig jersey, but to have a DiMaggio jersey on there as well is just really cool for me. And I really like National Treasures. People crap on Panini a lot, but I like their cards. I guess to each their own. So we're getting into the top 4 here. This is number 4. Really, this card could have been higher. Just simply because it is outstandingly rare. This is again from 2002 Fleer Fall Classic. This is a quad. So on the front, we've got Greenberg and Frank Home Run Baker. On the back, we've got Jimmy Fox and Johnny Mize. And it's a quad bat, but it's the only thing that I have really ever seen from Frank Baker, and the only thing that I have from Johnny Mize. And I think it's so cool. Did I say number 25? I'm not sure, whatever. it's just a really, it brings you back to the old days of collecting, and the front and the back designs that used to go on in the early 2000s I like a lot. It's just a really, really rare card. This is probably the second one I've ever seen. The first one that I saw was sold on a website, like a small website that I saw the auction had ended, and so that is sort of how I discovered the card and knew that it existed. And then this came on eBay probably about a year or so ago, and I was lucky enough to be in a position to buy it. The next two you'll recognize if you watch my videos, so I'll go over them quickly. This is from 2016 Pantheon. This is that Mount Rushmore type card with Hack Wilson, Lou Gehrig, and Jimmy Fox. The pairings we've seen before. This one's numbered to only 4. So the odds of finding this card again are slim to none, and I think it's a great design. Again, I really do like the Panini stuff. Logos aside, I think they produce nice designs, and their player selection is really nice. I like their stuff a lot. It's not for everybody, of course, though. Number 2, I showed this off last time. This is again from 2016 Pantheon. Alright guys, I'm going to try this with my phone because my computer is really having some trouble now. From what you last saw, I was just showing gonna have to get reoriented here with my phone. This is the 2016 Panini Pantheon trifold booklet that I've shown. Man, and it's backwards too. At least on my side it is. Alright, well, we'll try. Anyway, this is numbered to 5. I bought it at the National. It was in a couple of my more recent videos. It's just a great card, and it's only numbered to 5, so it's actually also the lowest numbered card in the whole set. So if you have a player in this set, I would recommend getting it. It's just a really unique card, and it displays really well. If you want the guy who makes these, I will give you his eBay name, and I'm sure he would appreciate the referral. The number 1 card, which I'm sure you guys were all waiting for to see, I'm taking it out of the mag so I can show you properly. Bang. 2014 Panini National Treasures Greenberg Bat Knob. One of course. You know, I really love this card, and when I bought it, I had just been actually laid off from my job, and was going through a lot of personal turmoil. So this card helped bring me a lot of solace and something to look forward to. And you know, I think Nate can relate to this when I say, you know, you buy the card that you want, and because you're not selling it, you can afford to pay a little bit more because you know that you want it, and you may not get another chance to get it again. So it's really, I was in a similar circumstance like that. I bought this card because, and I was fortunate enough to buy it, and I say that for a lot of these cards that I have, but I really was fortunate enough to buy this card when I did, because if I had waited probably another day, it would have been gone. So I was thankfully in the position to buy it, and I have not and will not regret it. And honestly, if I did have an emergency and had to sell this card, I would probably make some money on it. But that's not of my concern right now. I was actually also able to photo match this card. Heritage was auctioning a bat, and they had a picture of the knob that was used or on the auction, and I was able to correctly photo match this knob to that Heritage auction knob. I may have said before, but this is the third Greenberg NT knob, or the third Greenberg knob in existence. The other one is in 2012 National Treasures, but that's like the top of the bat. This is the actual knob. And then the other one is in 2007, what's it called, Sterling. But I've never seen that card. All of them are one-of-ones, of course. But I'm just unbelievably fortunate and blessed to have this card in my collection. And that's about it, guys. Let me know. I'll post another voting poll to see what we should do next. I guess next week. Maybe this will be a weekly thing, and you know, we'll make it good. 2 down and maybe a couple more to go. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.